Welcome back to The Historian. Today, we're heading into the jungle for a wild ride through the Vietnam War. Let's get started. The Vietnam War started ramping up in the late 1950s when the US decided to step in to stop the spread of communism. The idea was simple: prevent a domino effect across Southeast Asia. Hey Vietnam, we're here to save you from communism. Thanks, but this isn't going to be a quick fix. By the early 1960s, things were heating up. US involvement escalated after the Gulf of Tonkin incident in 1964, where North Vietnamese boats allegedly attacked US ships. President Johnson used this as a green light to go all in. Mr. President, what's the plan? Send more troops, and more helicopters, and more everything. Operation Rolling Thunder kicked off in 1965, a massive bombing campaign meant to cripple North Vietnam. It was like trying to swat a fly with a sledgehammer. Lots of noise, but the fly kept buzzing around. Sir, we dropped a lot of bombs. Great. Did we win? Not exactly. American troops found themselves in a brutal and unfamiliar jungle warfare, facing an elusive enemy in the Viet Cong. The terrain, booby traps, and guerrilla tactics made it a nightmare. Where are they? Everywhere and nowhere, sir. Welcome to the jungle. Meanwhile, back home, the anti-war movement was gaining steam. Protests, draft dodging, and the infamous Woodstock Festival showed that not everyone was on board with the war effort. Make love, not war. Can we at least get some love for our troops? The Tet Offensive in 1968 was a turning point. The Viet Cong launched surprise attacks across South Vietnam during the Tet holiday. It was a military defeat for the Viet Cong, but a psychological victory that shook American confidence. Sir, they attacked during a holiday. Who does that? By 1969, President Nixon came into office with a plan called Vietnamization, which aimed to gradually withdraw US troops and let South Vietnam take over the fight. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out as planned. All right, troops, we're heading home. But what about the war? Don't worry, they've got it. We hope. The US started pulling out troops, but the situation in Vietnam kept deteriorating. The Paris Peace Accords were signed in 1973, but it was more of a temporary pause than a peace. Peace with honor, more like peace and hope for the best. The final act came in 1975, when North Vietnamese forces launched a full-scale assault on the South. The fall of Saigon was chaotic, with desperate evacuations from the US Embassy roof. It was a heartbreaking and frantic end to America's longest war at that time. Get to the choppers! But sir, there aren't enough! Just go, go, go! The images of helicopters lifting off and people scrambling to escape became symbols of a war that ended in a less than glorious way. Sir, what's the lesson here? Maybe next time, have a better exit plan. So there you have it, folks. The Vietnam War. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more historical hilarity. This is The Historian signing off.